Welcome to No Outside Food Allowed, episode 48. We're here to bring you all the entertainment news you need and love. Today we're talking Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse, so spoilers, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Then we're going to discuss our favorite holiday movies, and then we'll have a little holiday Christmas quiz from Gagne.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet and easy.
Yay.
That's right.
Get excited.
I'm your host, Adam. Today we're doing Spider-Verse characters, so I'm going to be the Chris Pine Ultimate Spider-Man version with the pretty smile and the blonde hair. With me today, Sam Lim.
Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
would, Nick Cage.
Yes.
Chris Felix.
Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099.
You also would.
Hell yeah.
Christopher Gagne.
Peter B. Parker, and I've let myself go with the holidays.
The sweatpants. Loved it. And last but not least, oh my God, who's
Our
in the
special
studio?
guest?
What?
Eddie
Who?
McGowan.
I'll be Wanda. I mean Spider-Gwen.
Wanda.
I'm fucking love that.
How was
Or,
Space Academy?
or Spider-Woman. which-
Spider-Woman,
we'll
which
get to
was
that.
like, wait.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
But no, I was. She has a similar haircut to my girlfriend, so that's why I'm picking her.
So she was the best character, you said, right?
That's what she said.
Welcome back, dude. Where you been this whole
Hey, that
time?
wasn't a joke. That's
Yeah,
literally
we-
what she said.
Where you been this whole time?
Huh?
Where you been? Talk to us.
I've been
I
on a
missed
Coke
you.
bender.
Nice.
What year is it?
1992.
1982?
2099.
No, okay.
Yes.
We're close.
Pick
We're
a
all
year.
close.
Star date 3215
It's the
2.8.
year, whatever the year it was in that movie, the movie about all the idiots in the world.
I love that.
Idiocracy?
Idiocracy.
Ah.
There you go. Idiocracy.
So I'm in the future. That's not good.
That's scary.
You're the smartest man alive.
Yay, Gatorade. Why aren't the plants working?
I swear that's gonna be the future one of these days.
All
That
right, I think we're already
One
kind
of
of
these
down.
I don't want any political comments.
I would take that president any day. President Camacho. Come
Oh,
on, I would
that's
take
not-
that any day.
Oh, we're
I
getting
was
there.
just-
The
never
Rock
mind.
for president 20.
I would definitely vote for The Rock.
I would vote for The Rock.
That's because
I
you know
would
he's
too.
gonna make that the presidential
Physical
physical
challenge.
challenge. Yeah, it's gonna be back and forth. He's like, if you can't do 20 push-ups, you fail PE.
You can get kicked out of the States.
20 pull-ups, let's
Jesus.
go.
No, he's going to be like,
It's intense.
if you can't save the world 3 times over, you're fired.
If you can't get shot in the stomach and we'll still fight like 3 guys, I don't know what you're doing wrong.
Wow.
But you're not
sounds
passing
like,
PE.
It sounds like Russia. What have you guys been up to then? Go
Back
ahead.
on Red Dead. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
So close. So
Online
close.
or single player?
Never online, because I always get boot off every 5 seconds.
That's true, me too. I've been
Yeah,
having
still.
issues with that.
It's the open beta.
Still fine with me.
Beat it yet?
He's right
So
at the
close.
end.
So close. Very, very close.
It's getting there. It's
Like-
getting there.
Like,
I finally beat it. It was so
bad.
awesome. I'm not bragging, but like no, it was actually really good. I really enjoyed the whole thing. Still not my game of the year, but I really liked it. The whole thing was actually worth it. Sitting through every little horse ride.
All the idiosyncrasies of eating and cooking.
Yeah,
And
I mean, it actually kind of like
hunting and-
plays out because like you really spend so much time in there with all these characters, whether or not you actually like them. When it actually like wraps up and people start dying off, you're like, oh man, like like you kind of
Yeah.
get these like little moments where it kind of hits you like all of a sudden. So
yeah.
it was actually a really really good
Really
story.
good story. I agree.
I really enjoyed the whole thing. As far as storytelling, it was some of the best of the year, I think.
Oh, definitely, dude. Very definitely. How was your week, Adam? Anything
Pretty
crazy?
good. I picked up Dead Cells, which was the game of the action
Oh,
game
yeah.
of the year.
Saw you playing that. What is
Yeah.
That is Dark Souls, the 2D side
It is.
scroller.
It's kind of it's a Castlevania, Metroid type, little Dark Souls inspired.
So now you like Dark Souls?
Oh, absolutely not.
It's okay. Wait for I bet you might like the Activision game that's coming out. It seems like it's like closer to God of War, but still has that really high difficulty. The Japanese one. The one with
Yes,
the
with
fake
the arm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
remember
was
what
it.
that was
Can't
called.
remember what the fuck it's
It
called.
had a
Oh,
Japanese
the one
name.
that
So Dead
they
Cells
presented
good?
this year.
Worth the
It was
purchase?
good, man. It's it kind of starts you back at the beginning every time. So every time you die, you have to like kind of
Oh,
like Dark Souls.
snap.
You lose
I
everything
like
you
it.
gained, right? So
Okay.
you have to start over. So it's a little bit of a challenge. So I put a few hours into it. It's good though. It's got a
Nice.
unique art style too.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah, man.
What about you, Gagne?
We got to reenact Office Christmas Party last night.
Uh,
So
Nice.
that was a lot of fun. Just, when you get to see your CEO up on stage performing Elvis and, just people having a good time and seeing everybody kind of break out of their shells a little bit. It was good. Recovering today,
What
Seen
ugly
movies.
sweater did you wear?
No, I went super fancy, man, because we get to dress down a lot, and so I was like, I miss dressing up, so I put the suit jacket back on. I did the Vegas suit, like we used to do, just the jeans and nice top and
A little blazer.
yeah, a little blazer.
Very nice. Keep it classy.
Yeah, I kept it classy, and just watched. I got to be the observer, which was
Right.
great.
Watch all the people get drunk.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm glad you're able to recover today.
Yeah, it's
Oh
always
yeah.
great
And then
when
finish
people
of the
that
weekend.
usually don't talk to you are like, "Hey, oh my god," and you're like, "I don't really know you, but okay, have fun."
Yeah.
Yep.
Liquid courage. Man.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Oh yeah. You see people get up on stage singing songs, and you're like, I would
Oh, yeah.
never have guessed that you would do that.
right? Or dance. We had a big dance floor, and there's all these people dancing,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
At mine was
Yes.
we had an inside and an outside area, and
Yeah.
they had set up like a roller rink. So they had
shit.
given out quads to people, and you could skate around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I did about 2 laps before I almost fell on my face, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm done. I'm not gonna fall on my face in front of all these people. Fucking
At least you
quads.
tried. I wouldn't even put the skates on.
If we had inlines, I would have been all
Yeah,
about it.
That's right. Right.
Where are you guys? You're at the Gold Spike?
Yeah, Gold Spike. Yeah,
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They
It's
had
like
that little outside area with the
Yeah,
The left side
giant
Jenga,
Jenga.
right?
giant Jenga.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
I love giant Jenga.
What about you, Eddie?
What you been doing this whole
What you
time?
been doing
buddy?
this whole time for like ever?
Besides not hanging
My
out with us?
girlfriend was out of town, so I was just depressed. No, I'm just kidding. I did try to sleep a lot more because I usually don't do that lately. I've been,
Ever?
yeah, exactly.
Pre-workout.
Excuse me. I picked up some games, even though I don't have time to play them. I put a couple hours into Nier Automata. That's a
Oh, yeah.
crazy action RPG
Yeah.
Japanese,
That's like
super
a mix of
Japanese game.
everything.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
When I started playing it, like even how they have you go through the setup process is actually part of the game. So like you're sitting there and you're reading subtitles, and it's like he's like turn on this thing. You have to turn this on. And you turn it on, and he's like, can you turn your volume up so you can hear me? There's something wrong with your, because you're playing an Android and you're like turning up the volume, and as it's going up, you can start to hear him like in the game settings, and then you have to turn the brightness up to a certain setting and all this shit. He's like, you have to turn your self-destruct thing on. You're like, what? No. It's like you got to do that, and you like you turn it on, and I try to turn it off, and he's like, we can't leave the menu to put that thing on. And like literally like the
This is all
first
part
ball-
of the game.
Yeah, it's like a unique
fuck.
way of getting into when you fight like you're in a spaceship or like a jet plane, and you're like it's almost like a like a top down scrolling shooting section.
Oh,
I'm like,
I
what
love
the
those.
fuck is going on? I thought this was like a action game, right? And then you turn into like all range mode, like fucking Star Fox 64, and you're fighting all these things around, and then you land on this tanker, this oil tanker that turns into a giant boss fight, like literally like giant saw
Sounds
blades.
hella
bigger-
Japanese.
Dude, it's like the most Japanese game ever. It's like they're like, hey, Metal Gear,
Yeah.
we're coming for you.
See, that's
like,
kind of what I heard it got compared to was the one with Raiden, where he was
Yeah,
all
yeah.
like,
Oh, Revengeance.
yeah, Revengeance. Yeah.
Vengeance is so fucking sick. But yeah, this game reminds me of that, and it's nutty. Like, yeah, and it has
Storyline-wise?
it's supposed to have like 20 something endings to the game.
This is a Square
Why?
game, so
Yeah, it's why
20 different endings.
because
Because
it's
you can.
Japanese. I don't fucking know
Jesus.
why. Why was I fighting a giant oil tanker and then like 8 of them came to life? I was like, I don't.
It makes sense somewhere.
But I got that. I bought Persona. Haven't touched it yet,
Ooh.
but I'm excited.
That's a
'Cause
good
it was on sale.
it was really good.
I bought like a bunch of games that were on
Oh, you haven't
sale.
played Persona 5 yet?
No,
Ooh.
I was
Dude,
meaning to
so
borrow it, and then like it was on sale for $30. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this.
That's really good.
And then I bought Alien, whatever the fucking game
Isolation?
is. Isolation.
I don't want
That game is pretty dope. Like,
Is that the one that had
the
bad
thing-
reviews, though, right?
It had like middling to upper because it's like
Okay.
it's like a horror game.
Yeah.
So people like it better than
Okay.
like
Maybe
the
it's the
action
one
games.
before that
The
was.
Colonial.
Yeah,
Trilogy
the Colonial
was bad.
Marines
That
is the
was
one that got
everybody
shit
shat
on.
that. Yeah.
But the thing I love about it the most is it has that actual like 80s sci-fi feel where like all these old like tiny screens and like it's all dirty and grungy. You're like, that's fucking awesome. This feels like Alien. You're in this fucking like the whole story. It was dope. I only put a few hours into it. Like literally, the alien showed up and killed someone, and I was like, I'm gonna take a break.
So it's more like the original Alien
Yeah,
movie.
it's one alien
horror.
that like pursues you the entire game.
Nice.
So
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
plus there's like crazy people there, so they try to kill you too. Because they've been on this like station for a while. And I'm trying to get back into Red Dead because I don't have like it is.
It's a grind fast
yeah,
now
it's like-
online.
But I mean, like, it just takes this patience just for the story. Just like I love that they're like, we're gonna take away like what instant travels or whatever, and then they're like, but you can put cinematic and just like look away from the screen like 90% of the time. I'm like, cool, thanks for making me waste my time.
It is. They're good at wasting time. That's for
I mean,
sure.
don't get me
Jose said
wrong.
that.
Like, it's beautiful. The landscapes are beautiful. Everything in the game is fucking on point. But really, I don't want to watch a guy ride a horse for 10 minutes every time I finish a mission. Like, just let me go. Like, that's the thing that I hate when they do that. Like, when they did that with San Andreas, and they're like, you have to eat right and work out, or your guy is going to be fat. I'm like, I'm not playing this game. I have to do this in real life. Why would I want to work out in a video game?
Like, I got other things to do in this game.
Yeah, it's like, I got to go beat up hookers.
Like, you give me the option of beating up hookers or working out and eating. I'm gonna go want to beat up hookers. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be a fat guy beating up old hookers.
And like, I already have like, I'm like wanted in certain parts of the game where it's like, oh, I fucked up once and I can't go back there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're hostile, man.
Oh yeah. Like,
Like,
I had
have
to
a
kill
hunt-
this whole town because I bumped into somebody.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I accidentally like there was a guy talking shit to me, and I was like, you know what up, old man? Let's go. And I grabbed him, and we started fighting. And it's like, choke him or like leave him alone or something. I was like, choke him. I didn't know he was going to strangle him.
Be dead,
They need to know that words mean things, and choking someone is one thing, and strangling them to death is quite another.
Totally.
And so I strangled this guy in the middle of town.
And then everybody sees you murder.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, witness. I'm like, I pull out the gun. All right.
I guess we're not gonna have any witnesses anymore.
But then the cops go and they kill me, and I'm like, okay. But then it's like Grand Theft Auto, where it's like, yeah, but also that place knows who you are now. I'm like, well, I thought that you killed me. We're good.
No, but now
Nope.
you have a bounty.
Yeah,
it's even more.
I got like $30, and my bounty's like $170 in that area. So whatever, guys over there, I'm never going back there.
Uh-huh.
It's a beautiful game, though.
Until the
and-
storyline takes you back there.
Well, I mean, it's a beautiful game. I've seen my brother play parts of the story. I saw one of the endings, or he told me one of the endings, which is fine. I'm not one of those people who's like,
No, I can't play it.
Oh my god! One of the 6 endings. Oh, okay.
Just the previews.
Hey, because I want to see those things. Okay, certain things. Okay, certain things.
Well played, Gagne. Well played.
Graphics wise, I think that game is really fucking up there for this year. Like, holy
Yeah,
shit!
it's freaking-
Like, if
yeah,
you
it's
play it
really
on
nice.
the Pro and you have it on the 4K TV, you're like I keep running into trees.
Like it's a
I'm
nature
literally
channel.
like walking and I'll be running in a straight line. I'm like, man, look at that mountain, and boof.
Rock.
Like,
I
oh.
still stand by my statement that like crashing your horse is like the most oddly satisfying and humorous thing
Nah.
in the game.
I'm sorry.
I mean, just playing online,
No
dude,
way,
like
you
you've
saw
seen it
that
where like you
shit?
guys are lining up, and then here I come fucking flying over everybody else's horse, like wow, because I crashed into something. It's fucking hilarious, man. I'm sorry. Anyways, we've been in Westworld for too long.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the
All right,
story.
let's jump into some news.
Some
we can
news,
we
yes.
can pivot off of Westworld and Billy Russo.
Ah,
All right, so
I knew what I was doing.
so Netflix announced they're having Punisher season 2
Yes.
coming out in January.
Yay.
Their main villain is going to be what's his
Jigsaw.
name? Ben Barnes, who plays Jigsaw, who he also plays in Westworld. So there you go. Good little segue.
I'm pretty excited for that. Looks good. I know it'll be a lot of violence, but I like Flex how he said that as soon as the show's announced, it'll get canceled once the show's
Probably.
shown.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Disney's going full Thanos and collecting all its stones, man.
Oh, it has to.
it's taking all its properties back.
But
So I
as a-
guess Netflix can keep Jessica Jones then, right?
So
That's the
wait,
last one.
Which gem is Daredevil?
It's Daredevil.
Because it's the best one.
That was
so
a
is
Soul
it
Stone.
Time or Soulstone?
That was a soul stone. You had to sacrifice everything. What did it cost?
Is there a no fear stone?
Yeah, I think like Punisher's the time stone. And anyways, like I'm excited, but
Being
yeah,
too nerdy
I'm
about
guarantee
nerd
it's
stuff.
going to be canceled. Like as soon as probably within the month after that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'd
guaranteed.
say the first week, man. They'll be like, no, we're not going to
Well,
renew.
they wanna
I'll
get some
Let
numbers.
it breathe a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah. But it's
And
it's only a matter of time. I have Daredevil Can Last, and of course, and Disney's just collecting all that stuff. It's going to be going back that way. So I'm just not excited to see what Disney's going to do with this super hard rated R property, because there's no way you're ever going to see that kind of bloodshed.
He's
in
not
there.
Daredevil is so
PG-13,
good.
dude. He's
No.
not PG.
That's why I'm so excited that we're getting a season 2
Yeah.
because it's going to be a continued storyline. We want to
Yeah.
see a little bit more of the violence before it goes off to
Fucking
Disney.
Disney.
I hope he looks, or they make Billy Russo look awesome as Jigsaw, because I saw some behind the scenes photos, because I'm sorry, I'm an asshole, and I see all the paparazzi photos. He didn't look as cut up as I wanted to see.
Okay.
He still looked a little too pretty. I wanted to see like a really like messed up face.
The fucked up face, right?
Not like
From comic
Warzone
books?
because that was just
Oh, okay.
ridiculous. That was terrible. But like I wanted him to
I love Warzone,
give him a reason
It
to be
was
called
way over the
Jigsaw.
top.
I loved it when he cut off that
It's
chick's
great,
head
but
or
it's
grandma's
just-
head,
it's also
whatever,
really
during that dinner scene. I was like, yes,
very
this is
beginning,
where
yeah.
we're going.
He
Step
punches
one.
through a guy's face.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Straight up Punisher Max.
so
right
good.
there.
That was
so
so
good.
good.
I loved it.
It's on Netflix, man.
Obliterating
Yeah, go
people's
watch that.
faces. Oh man.
What do you think, Gagne?
I was saying that they kind of alluded to that at the end of the last season, right? I mean, they showed a little bit of his face, and it
Yes.
looked pretty messed up. So
He drug his
I-
face
I-
across the mirror
yeah. Oh God, it was so brutal.
That scene, dude. Damn.
like 7 times and then beat the shit out of him.
I still gotta
Yeah.
finish that season. I didn't finish it.
Oh,
didn't
you
finish
don't
it?
even know,
I was
dude.
like 3 episodes in,
becomes
and I was like,
Jigsaw
oh my
at the
god,
end
this
of
guy
season
keeps
1,
being.
so-
Yeah, it's really, really brutal that last
Yeah.
fight scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because like the first three episodes I was watching, he's like the construction worker beating on a wall. I was like, I get it.
It takes a minute to get into it.
fucking
Yeah.
get the metaphor.
It's a real slow burn, but it,
Yeah.
it really does pay off. Like, especially once he suits up towards the end. Like
Yeah.
he
Mhm.
puts it back on. Like, oh, it's so good.
All right,
All I can say is that season 1, he has 0 stealth because you can hear him like 10 miles away.
I gotta go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
Shit, I
So
want to go
good.
back and watch the Daredevil season 2. Cause
Oh, when they first
yeah,
met.
with-
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that shit's so
That was
good.
good.
That
When he's talking
rooftop
about-
scene still is one of my favorites.
Agreed.
Agreed. Or when he was talking about his kids, the 1 penny, 2 penny thing.
Oh, yeah.
man.
At the
Hurt the heart.
carnival. Yeah,
Hurt the
that
heart,
really
dude.
tugs on heartstrings.
Oh my god.
Some good stuff. Ah, it's not enough life to rewatch all this stuff, man.
I know, right?
Jesus.
I don't have enough time.
We
You
need
said
to
January, right, Adam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Nice.
First half. I
Coming
think.
up soon.
Oh shit.
All right, let's jump off of that to The Mandalorian. We'll jump to the Disney news
so
now.
excited.
We got a casting for, I guess, the main cast for Mandalorian. It's
Yeah.
going to be Pedro Pascal as
The Viper?
lead. Yeah, the Viper from Game of Thrones. Yeah, it should be a good casting.
Head is intact.
What is her
Head-
name?
Head is back.
Have they
What is her
released
name?
any like information on like what the story is going to be about or anything like that? Because
I don't think so.
Mandalorians used to
Yes.
hunt Jedi.
So you're like the Star Wars junkie. So educate us a little bit.
So yeah, these guys were like a warrior race, but they used to. Yeah, they were the guys that other people, bad guys, hired to go
They didn't
hunt Jedi.
They were like the original bounty hunters, right?
Yeah.
But they were like a race of them.
Yeah, they're like a race of them where it's like, hey, like they're predators. Predators go to hunt things. And,
Right.
You hit
They were
this
like the best
age,
of
you
the
fight-
best.
Yeah, exactly. They hunted Jedi. Like, who fucks with that? Like, you have unseen magic. Here's a gun. Let's go. I don't give a fuck. And so, yeah, I'm hoping that like that's what's they go hunting Force users. I don't care if they're good guys, bad guys. I'm all about. It'd be so dope.
You
So
think
this is what I got as far as synopsis says. The Mandalorian takes place after the fall of the Empire and before the emergence of the First Order, and follows a lone gunfighter in the outer reaches of the galaxy, far from the authority of the New Republic.
So this takes place
What the
after
fuck?
Return of the Jedi.
So yeah, it's going to be between
Yeah,
6 and 7.
Oh.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they
So this might be like the last Mandalorian because they weren't even in
they weren't
most
well,
of.
because Boba Fett
Right.
isn't a Mandalorian.
Right. He
Right.
got his armor
He
from the
took his-
Mandalorians.
he
right?
just
But-
found it because it struck fear into people, and that's kind of
Yeah.
his thing.
Right.
That's why when they made in the prequels and they made him a clone, and the guy was already wearing Mandalorian armor, and I was like, what? But they're supposed to be gone. He was a
So-
Mandalorian. So
Yeah, but they're all gone at that point, right?
yeah, they're
So-
supposed to be. That's
Interesting.
why.
It's interesting you said the last Mandalorian. Is this gonna be like a western? Maybe.
It's a
kinda?
space opera.
I mean, he is. They're gunslingers. I mean,
Yeah, pretty
Boba
much,
Fett was a
right?
gunslinger in his
So,
kind of
Red Dead
gunslinger
Mandalorian.
with like
Huh.
20 different things. Like when you read his books and how much he has on him, like just the
Just
different
random
fucking
weapons?
gadgets and
Yeah.
fucking guns. You're like, what the fuck?
Fucking Inspector Gadget.
Do you feel like they'll actually pull from the old books that they said are no longer canon,
I mean,
or is this like all?
I have no idea if it's in between. Like,
Because yeah,
Who
I
knows,
thought this
right?
was like
because I
old.
thought I
didn't
I
realize
thought I
this was so
saw
late.
one of the photos and there was like multiple people in Mandalorian armor, but I guess if it's just one, then I must have been seeing something. I don't know. I'm excited. That's like one of the only Star Wars things I'm excited for right now. So
Unexplored at this point.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would have been excited for a Boba Fett movie, but that's not happening. Thank you.
You got to be
Han Solo.
kind of excited about Episode 9, right? I mean, a little bit. Yeah.
We're all gonna be there.
Yeah.
We're all
Not really.
excited.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
go see it. But I didn't see. I didn't see the last one in theaters. I don't think.
Weren't you with us?
You're a lucky
Did I
man.
go? No, because I had tickets and I gave them to my brother.
Huh.
I had
Trying to remember
I
who
had
was all there. It was
prepaid
like 8
for
of us
tickets,
there.
and I was like, "Hey, here you go, Junior. Take someone with you. I don't care." And then I
No.
saw it at home. That's right. I saw it in Blu-ray. I was like, "Oh my god, this awkward."
The only reason I'm
10
excited
minutes.
for it is because JJ's back. You can rewrite the last piece.
Yeah,
of shit
maybe it's a
episode.
dream sequence. Oh,
Exactly.
It was a force. Luke's
Still like
just sitting
that
there
idea.
going. Luke's just sitting there going, "Oh God, I gotta change it.
I had to.
I gotta train this bitch so she doesn't turn to the dark side."
It's a vision of the future.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly right. And you're like, oh, that would be hilarious. That would be the biggest fuck you to that guy.
Well, I was saying that it should be where he wakes up in the Millennium Falcon and then tells it to Han Solo, and Solo just laughs about it.
That way we can
Ridiculous.
rewrite his death
Solo-
too.
Yeah, there's no way. Solo's never coming back.
Yeah.
It's messed up, bro.
The force is
That was
real.
a
Not,
happy
I'm
not
excited for
that-
this casting. Pedro Pascal. This guy's blowing up, man. Since
Oh, yeah, dude.
Narcos, like
He's great.
Kingsman. He's in Wonder Woman.
True.
Last Equalizer movie. Like this guy's
I love that.
getting cast in everything.
So, some other stars. Gina Carano. We got Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
Hey.
Giancarlo
Interesting.
Esposito. Which
Oh,
you don't know.
love him.
He's from Breaking Bad.
Wait, so
Yeah.
who are they
Uh,
playing? I'm sorry.
I don't have names. I just
Oh.
have starring. Carl Weathers.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, this be
Yeah.
dope.
Nice.
Ding ding.
I'll get to my Rocky Ventures later.
Like an old ass Lando Calrissian.
That'd be
Come on.
sweet.
Finished Rocky 5 the other week. Not great. I'll talk about that later.
And of course, Jon Favreau is
Jon Favreau,
directing,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, that should be awesome. We'll have to get you a date on that
Yeah,
as soon as we get it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
That means you have to, as a group, purchase the Disney All Access
Is
thing.
it? Is that where it's gonna be?
Yeah, it'll
Yep.
be on
Yep.
their online
Of course
service.
it is.
What? Do we know when it's launching? Have we discussed
Disney
this
Plus?
already?
I don't think so. I don't think it has a date yet. 20. Yeah.
So
2020.
has
Well,
anyone
you don't
been,
have to worry. All you gotta do is throw your money into the air, and Disney will pick it up.
You
just
have
out
it.
of curiosity, how many people are using the DC app?
I am.
I haven't
Still
used
using it?
in a minute.
You still using it?
Yeah.
Other than
Yeah, we'll jump right to the Titans
Let's
preview.
start.
Man, you're good on these segues today, Eddie. So I guess I'm the only one still watching Titans, but
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
so sorry.
next week's going to be the season finale.
Yeah, how depressed are you right now?
Well, actually, the season finale preview just came out. And it looks awesome. They're bringing in Batman, full cape and cowl. You know,
Are they really, though?
It's a more
Hey,
murderous
I
version of
don't know.
Batman.
Are we getting a
From what
tease?
I've seen so far in the season, it's very much, not a comic. It's very dark. They're killing people left and right. So for them to kind of, throw this to Batman and how
Yeah.
he's kind of gone rogue too.
Yeah.
And they showed a shot of him. He killed Joker, supposedly.
What?
And then
It-
Robin's
remember,
going
they-
after him.
Remember, they have their own timeline in this one.
Yeah,
It's
so
it's
this-
their own story.
Yeah, exactly. So this could be like a what if kind of darker storyline. I'm looking forward to seeing what
That's
they're going to
cool.
go with it.
Has
so.
there been story arcs where Batman has killed Joker?
Didn't he kill him in the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
The Dark
He,
Knight?
he
No.
strangles him. He strangles him in a sewer.
Yeah, but
Oh.
the Joker
No,
kind of did it.
Yeah,
Like
he kills
Mm.
himself, so he finishes breaking his own neck.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
But he did it.
Um,
He pissed him
Okay.
off enough so that he finally killed him
Maybe.
30 years later,
Yeah,
but he
maybe.
still did it.
I would argue that, but okay.
Okay.
It was a self-strangle.
Okay, it's like the guy
It's a
that I
self-strangle.
strangled in the game accidentally, but I still strangled that guy in front of everyone, and so did Batman.
But Batman
Okay.
did it in the sewers where no one else could see it.
Right.
So he didn't get
I mean,
snitched
he's
on.
smarter than me,
Right.
but I didn't say.
No video.
I guess it was interpreted different in the comic movie they made because it gives a different impression from
Was it?
the comic.
So what did he do in the movie? Because thank you,
he
Walmart.
strangles them, but like the Joker is basically like self-mutilating himself at this point, and like Batman's holding him, but like Joker, yeah. I'll have to watch it again and
yeah, like
Report
Batman
back, but-
cracks his neck initially, and then Joker just finishes turning his neck so much that it finishes
Right.
breaking, so he kills himself off in a way. So Batman starts it, but he doesn't kill him fully, and then it's kind of like stabbing him a little bit, and then Joker just
So
keeps
you're
pushing
saying
the knife in.
Batman's a starter, not a finisher.
Basically.
In this one case.
Oh, see, I couldn't see the rest.
That's
of
the
I
line,
couldn't
man.
see
That's the
this-
line.
The second volume of that movie series, because when I bought both of them at Walmart, I didn't check to see that someone had stolen the disc on the second
no.
volume, and it was in
Wow.
Hawaii, so I had planned to watch them on the flight home from Hawaii. So I was on the
That's
plane, and I
weak.
was like, "Huh, well, this is a thing."
There's no going back.
And dude, it was so great. I still love. That's probably one of my favorite Batman scenes is when he breaks that guy's leg, and the guy's like, "You broke that guy's leg," and he goes, "He's young, he'll live, or he'll walk again," or some shit like that. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, Adam, I was going to ask you, because I'm going to watch all three of them tomorrow, but how was the Elseworlds?
Actually, I've gotten through the first two. I still got Supergirl to get through, but so far, really cool. It's gotten a bunch of different little things from the comic books, like the
Gotcha.
Red Sky.
Okay.
And they brought in Monitor as
So you're
as
saying
the
just
villain.
watching these 2 episodes way better than watching Titans?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, real quick before we venture away from Titans, obviously I don't really care, so I'm just going to ask a few spoiler questions. Do we get Nightwing?
Not yet. He has burned the Robin suit, so he's kind of pushing himself toward that direction.
He's even more angsty.
Kind of.
amazing.
He's very dark. Very,
Fuck
very.
that
Yeah, it's
man.
very. Yeah.
Did Starfire find her right outfit yet?
In the very last episode, she has changed out of the purple. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but I'm fingers crossed.
And is Beast Boy a part of the crew yet? Because that
He is
boy's
part of the
been
crew.
oblivious. Not part
His
of
problem
it
is
at all.
like he finally just like killed somebody with like his tiger form, and now he's like fighting with the angst of
Oh,
killing
the more
somebody and like
ambiguity.
yeah,
of
and
it?
then like am I more man or am I beast? And yeah, he's
Okay.
doing that whole thing. So
So
he's
many
kind of he's very emo too.
I can't do this. I'm sorry, it's too many emotions.
Teen Titans.
It's called
it just
Teen
has
Titans,
it has some
Too
cool
Many
moments
Emotions.
and some cool backstory. Hawk and Dove episode, the second one where they kind of go back and talk more about
The
how they
origin?
came together.
Yeah.
Yeah, was worth it.
was
And
better.
like I said, this last episode, man, if they actually do show Batman killing Joker and crossing that line, that'll be worth this whole
The
season,
ticket?
hopefully.
Worth the
Okay.
ticket
Yeah.
price.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
have to say the preview looked pretty sweet.
Right.
It did get me excited at least to watch it because I watched the first couple and I was like, yeah, it's whatever. Like if I get around to it, but then you see that and you're like, okay, like
Like
did
this
a,
could draw you.
did a
in.
cool story. Like I'll take this.
Yeah.
Sounds fair. Sounds fair.
There you go. Check
Right.
it out. That's DC Universe.
I gotta be honest, I haven't even logged in.
Well, Kanye's still having issues too, apparently.
It's still a little
It's
challenging.
still early legs, you know. They still
Yeah.
need to have some updates with the.
They need to
the
put all their
UI.
fucking comics in.
Well, like we talked
Yeah,
before,
they need to be having easier
They-
search engine.
I mean, for $9 a month, you get access to all of Marvel's. Come on, how am I gonna ever catch up in your 9,000 comics if you don't
Right.
at least put your main storylines on there so I can?
yeah.
What I do like is it does link some of the movies to the comics that they're related to.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is kind of nice.
So,
but,
like,
but
you can
actually
watch
finding stuff in
Batman
that
versus
is pretty
Superman,
tough.
and then go watch the life
Here's
and
the,
death of
the
Superman.
10 other stories they try to put into the one movie.
All right, moving on before we get into that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want to talk about it.
We have a whole episode about that.
Dirty sons of bitches.
Where's my Snyder cut?
You didn't say I was wrong.
It's my first time.
All right,
I had to say something. I had to mention it.
so let's jump to what you do like. Deadpool, yeah, re-release,
fuck.
PG-13.
This is your favorite version.
Once
No,
upon a time in
yeah.
Deadpool. This is
I
a
did
new
like
version, right? Is it a new version?
Family-friendly Deadpool.
So
Oh, it's
I do
not.
have to say, I do
It's
like
not
the
a new
trailers for it. Like they're
Even
legit, make
Nickelback?
me laugh every time. Oh yeah. It's like the Beatles if they were
Living
produced
like a
by
black
Nickelback. You know, it's music, but it sucks, or whatever he says. I can't
And
find
Fred
the
Savage.
Yeah, Fred Savage. I can't find the first one I saw where he's like, "Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "Disney money."
Oh, yeah.
And he starts listing all these things. You know,
That was
I
good.
was trying to find that to show someone. I couldn't find it, but I do love the little scenes where he's like talking to the grandma, and he's like, I loved your rolling up. And he's like, and he looks at the guy and he goes, "Don't get too attached."
That was good.
Are you planning on going to see this
No.
PG-13 cut?
I mean, my girlfriend was already talking about it. She's like, "I could take him."
It's
And
got
I was like,
Christmas
"I don't
stuff.
give a fuck. I don't want to see."
I'll loan you Deadpool 2 right now. So you can save you
I
the
don't know,
trip.
right? I'm like, I was just like, she's like, and then I was like, no, I just can't
Can't
bring
do it.
myself to go, especially to give them more money for a version that is not what I want. I don't want them to be like, "Oh look, we have a bigger audience." No, you fucking don't. The kids shouldn't know who Deadpool is. She's like, "He loves Deadpool." I'm like, "Yeah, but he shouldn't."
Not at this point, right?
Right? And he like, you know, I'm not one to judge. I'm fucking I say fuck around my son all the time, you know.
I'm not one to judge after that tirade.
No, I mean like I'm judging Disney. I'm not judging her
Okay,
for like
okay.
like them. I'm like I don't care. Like my kid can watch Family Guy. I don't give a shit. He's not gonna get any of the references, but there's gonna be disgusting things that he would learn from watching it, right? Or South Park, or you know, like what you let your kids watch is up to you. But like fighting to have a PG-13 and being like, well, my son loves Deadpool. Well, where the fuck did he learn Deadpool? Because he wasn't watching. There's no PG whatever versions of the comic books. There's a PG version of him on Spider-Man for the Disney Channel for a little bit,
Couple
which was fucking
episodes.
hilarious. Unaliving people, my favorite thing ever. But like, I just Like
Well,
this was for. I just want to state this was not a victory for all those parents who were complaining about having a PG-13 one. This is Disney 100%
Cashing in.
dipping their fingers in
Well.
that butt that is Deadpool.
What were you gonna say, Gagne?
I was going to give another perspective, but
No, go ahead. No,
Eddie
all
is-
opinions are.
is just torched it. I have a 12 and a 10-year-old, and they're clever enough in the marketing that, like, regardless, my kids know Deadpool because they see the ads on TV, and the ads on TV are the PG-13 version of Deadpool. So
Right.
it's, they go to the movies with me all the time. They see these previews over and over, and those aren't rated R, and so that's how they know Deadpool. I actually, I'm going to go. I'm going to take them this weekend. I will report back because I go to get entertained, and
Right.
the previews have been entertaining, and I'm like, I'll check it out. I'll see. I enjoyed it. Why would I not want to see this movie again? I want to see what they do different. So they're cashing in, but they're going to get my money. Like, I feel like it's still going to be entertaining.
Right. I'm not and the thing is, I'm not telling all these people who saw it, like, don't take your kids now that you can take them, right? Like, that's whatever. I'm just saying this is what the character is, and they're only doing that to get more money. They're not doing it because they think, oh, kids deserve to see the hero that they saw the previews of, because that's not it. Disney's not about fans. I don't care how many references they put in movies. It's not because they're doing it for fans. They're doing it because us nerds fucking eat it up and we'll go back. And
Yeah, because
doing
they're about making money.
Yeah, exactly.
They're a
And that's the
business,
only
like-
reason. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But that's literally what my girlfriend tried to say is like, all the parents. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Disney don't give a fuck.
That's true.
They did it because they have no movies this year at the end of the year, and they
Ralph
want.
breaks the internet.
Yeah, don't. They don't have anything going up against like whatever
Aquaman.
and
Bumblebee.
Spider-Verse and Bumblebee. They don't have any. They don't have a mark. Here, let me say
Spider-Verse.
this.
Spider-Verse
Sorry.
is going to be...
Spider-Verse is Sony.
Mary Poppins.
It's Sony.
Yeah, you're right.
Mary Poppins
get the
is
fuck outta here.
Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, let me correct what I'm saying. They do not have a superhero movie release
We'll have a
to
blockbuster.
make
There you go.
200,000 or 200,000, $200 million in its opening weekend.
Right.
So they tried to see if they could dip their finger
In
And
Deadpool's butt.
Into that
butthole,
butt.
in that butthole.
Well, they got $1 million out of that
Yeah. So
on Wednesday night.
That's
So
fair. Yeah,
it's
it's
still
fair.
they're gonna milk it.
What's the official release date? I feel like this was coming out a little bit later, but it seems like it's
might-
already out.
Yeah, it's already been
Yeah.
out.
It's-
Yeah,
It might,
Wednesday.
it might do 15 mil this weekend.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
they're not gonna. I mean, yeah.
They're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
not make
It's-
money.
They're gonna make some extra change on the side for adding 10 minutes of things and cutting out 30 minutes of things. Like,
Listen, they're gonna make a lot of money
30
off
minutes
of
of Fred Savage.
That movie
That was-
could have
yeah,
used 30
that-
minutes cut out.
that was my favorite part of that one trailer. He goes to say, "What the?" And he goes, "Huh? The only
You only
F
get
word
one
we're
of those."
using in this is Fred Savage." I was like, oh my god! They get one fuck. I can't wait to see where they use it. It has to be in a new scene, right?
Sure, sure.
I don't know. You think
That'd be
they'll
clever.
come out?
Hey,
Yeah.
how about
Because
this?
I
How
mean,
about
it
this?
has to. Yeah, exactly. It has to
beep
be
'em out.
something clever.
For us
Yeah.
to find out, just go watch it, Eddie, and let us know.
Not going to. Not gonna do.
Not gonna do it.
We already got a man on the field. Gun's gonna let us
He's
know.
gonna
how
let
it
us
is.
know. His kids are gonna tell us if they loved it.
And they
There you
will.
go. I'll have
And
the
they will.
kids
They
on.
will. I mean,
Tell
it'll
us
probably be a great action movie, just
Yeah.
without the.
My kids love the
Without
X-Men.
the good
The
stuff.
X-Men
Cock
are in
jokes.
Deadpool. Like, yeah, they're going to be into it.
They're gonna,
I'm
when he
love it.
says, "We're gonna unalive all these people," like instead of killing.
That's
That
how
means
they
you have
do
to
it.
come back next week so I can actually tell you about it, Eddie.
Well, if you record on a
who's
Friday, I'll be here.
We can do it.
We
The
can see
room
what
was
we can
very
do.
silent. The room was very silent for you, Eddie.
I know, right? They're like,
I don't know.
We'll see how this show goes. We'll see how this episode goes.
I don't know.
I already
Alright.
bringing up BVS.
Anything else as far as news, guys?
Not that much, I guess. Not right now.
Is that it?
Did you guys see the Metal
Feel like we
Gear
have more.
Solid board game?
No.
Oh my god! It says someone says it's got like 2,300 lines of dialogue.
Oh
It's
shit.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
I guess it has like audio tapes or
Oh wow.
some kind of audio that goes with the game and is
Like
23
Monopoly doesn't last enough. Like,
oh my god. I just want to hear
The
snake
games are long
every
enough.
time I lose. But I mean, like, yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I just saw it and they're like, okay.
We'll have to link that one.
if we're adding news, I just got to mention. I just read it before we got here. I sent it to everybody. Benicio del Toro is now fucking swiper.
Yeah,
Live
swiper,
action
no
tour of the
swiping.
Transformers.
Swipey, no swipers.
I just
Oh.
want to know what that looks like. I don't care about this movie. Just that's
it's gonna be
amazing.
crazy. It's Benicio del Toro. It's gonna be nuts.
I hope Josh Brolin in his boots.
Hey,
That's how I
What about? Wait, we didn't mention Sonic. The
Oh, I
trailer
know.
that was
Sonic.
released for Sonic.
There was a trailer.
There was a trailer. It was just
I
a
just
teaser.
saw
It was
that.
like it just
I
showed
saw
him
It's like a
run
live
up.
action poster.
Yeah.
Actually, there is a new poster that just popped up. It's like a standee.
Got his face on it.
No,
Seen that
it's just like it's
His
a
legs.
perspective from like his looking down. It's just like long legs, and he's like sitting on top of a bridge. It's
You want to talk
weird.
about how excited I am for this movie? I'm definitely more excited for this than episode 9.
What about Detective Pikachu?
Someone
Oh my
take
God,
him
I
out
love
back,
that.
please, and
I
beat
can't
him.
wait for Detective Pikachu. Holy shit.
That looks amazing. Yes.
I love that. When you guys were talking about that, and like half of you didn't want to see it, I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I'm on the fence with that one.
I have.
just Adam.
What does he say when he's like putting it? He's, "I will electrocute you."
Detective
Oh, man.
Deadpool. Like we-
Yep,
yeah.
100%. Take my money.
Yeah, but I love it because just put that in Pokemon. Great, let's do it.
Love it.
All right.
Me and
Moving
you,
on,
Eddie.
good
We'll
one.
go.
Moving
It's
on.
a date.
Moving on. What do we got? What else we got?
Favorite holiday
Nothing.
movies?
Favorite holiday movies. We'll move into that one then.
Let's do this shit.
What do we like? A week or two, maybe 10 days away from Christmas.
Oh my god!
As
I gotta
we're
work
recording
time of
this.
year.
And
I
no
gotta
one
work
can't drive.
Christmas Eve and Christmas.
I'm so broke.
What happened?
How
There's so
much?
many drunk people.
Are you sick of the Christmas music already? It's
Oh my
probably
God,
playing
I fucking
our.
can't stand it.
That was
Like
my
I
favorite
went.
thing.
I went.
So what do you hear on loop? What do you hear?
Everything.
Mariah
All
Carey.
of it. Mariah
Shit.
Carey.
Yeah. I would- I
It's
used to
all.
work
It's
at
just.
stations.
It's just terrible. But I'll be like play my like when the kids are in the car, when my girlfriend's kids in the car,
Yeah.
my son's in the car because I have terrible rap music. I mean good rap music, but it has terrible language. I'll be like, Siri, play Disney playlist. Normally it's like it knows me, so it plays You're Welcome from Moana, which is like
Yeah.
my favorite Disney song ever.
On repeat.
That's what ends up happening. But like I did it today. I was like, play Disney playlist. And I started playing Disney holiday songs, and I was like, no, skip.
no.
Disney holiday song, skip. I was like, oh my
They loaded that
fucking
channel
god,
up.
stop. But yeah. No.
Yeah.
I think we might have to have a best Disney song debate after your comment there, Eddie.
You're
Ooh.
welcome. It's
Moana?
fits
Really?
my-
No.
no.
Best-
L- okay.
best song?
We can play this song,
Let's do
and
this.
I will sing it word for word.
I
Because
mean,
that
it's
is
the
my.
That doesn't make it good.
No. It is a song about being narcissistic, and I don't know if you get this about me. Slightly.
It's your song.
Check his
Slightly.
Instagram or his
It's your
Facebook.
song.
You do
Just
have a
a little
microphone.
bit.
Would you like some reverb? Would you like to display
No,
it right
no,
now?
I really don't want to sing it with no music. It'll be bad. It'll be terrible for all of us. Mostly the
let
listeners.
it go. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So,
No.
there's a lot of Disney songs.
That's
I
good
love.
timing.
But I mean, like, there's just something about that song that cracks me up because the whole thing is him just being arrogant about everything he's done for her, and then bye. Like at the end of the song. Thank you.
Well, we'll debate Disney songs later then.
I
That's a
actually
good
kind of like
topic.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
But let's
do
not
that.
forget here. Favorite holiday movies. Who wants to start? We could just do like a little rundown.
Oh,
Yes.
actually, yeah, I want to hear Kanye's.
Oh, Kanye, why don't you go first then?
All
Lead-
right.
lead us.
I had to. My list has changed recently, but I went with Scrooged. I freaking love Bill Murray.
Nice.
That comedy.
Oh, yeah, I do love that movie.
Yeah, good times.
That was early
Chris-
90s, right?
Might even been late 80s.
Late 80s. Late 80s,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah, just good comedic movie. I love Bill Murray. Christmas Story, classic. I could still watch it. It cracks me up. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it was always a family tradition, but I love that one. And then Just Friends has worked its way into
Oh, I
its
love that movie.
top rotation in my household.
Nice.
And even
That's
when
good.
it's not Christmas time, because I just fucking love that movie. It's so
Just
funny.
remember, forgiveness is never saying you're sorry.
I feel like that's on
Forgiveness
Netflix
is the
recently.
way.
You see him play guitar. It's like he has 15 fingers.
So funny.
This was a fat Ben Wilder, right?
You'll
Yeah,
always be
for a
fat to
second.
me, Chris.
It was like the last
So
thing.
that was set during Christmas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It was. But it was like the last thing that, what's his name, was ever funny in, because he was the EMT.
Oh, Chris Klein?
Chris
Yeah,
Klein.
thank you,
that's
thank
funny.
you.
Uh-huh.
Dusty
talk about that
Dinkelman.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was his name?
Dusty Dinkelman.
Yeah.
That's great.
There you go.
I love that.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
All right, what do you got, Sam?
Mine was pretty easy. I have a Christmas Story also.
The classic
The,
black
rea-
and white.
the reason I have that is because the movie's so relatable. You know, as a kid, when you watch it, you're like, I understand his situation, understand his struggles.
Which one, Tiny Tim?
Oh no, no.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't even think about that.
No, I meant like as in like Ralphie when he was struggling.
Wait,
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story, not a Christmas Carol.
Not Christmas Carol. Wow, Adam.
I'm
totally
evil.
fine.
I'm the worst person in the world, but I just got that, and I'm dead.
You just got that?
I'm sorry.
Oh my
I
God.
wasn't paying attention because I thought he was making a reference to someone in a Christmas story,
God, I'm
and then it clicked in my head.
That's why I was confused. I was like, "That's Christmas Carol," but I was saying that, and then,
Bad timing.
well, I watch the movie every single year, and it was relatable for me at any age. As growing up, you're still relating to Ralphie just trying to get his damn rifle. But he's like sucking through all this like
This
situations.
was your favorite Christmas toy too, wasn't it?
Huh?
Your favorite Christmas toy? The rifle?
No.
I thought you were going to say that it was
Yeah, it was.
relatable because you were licking things you shouldn't.
It was.
Wow.
Tell us about the rifle, man.
What?
Anyways, I'll just go to my second one.
Play with us, Sam. Play with us.
What
The
else we
second
got?
one is Muppet Christmas
Damn it.
Carol.
I was gonna.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love that movie.
I love
Yes.
It's a good
That
one.
one, like I always watch it in my elementary and middle school. Like every time it's holiday season, to put it on, they roll out the old AV station
Nice.
with the
Yeah.
Big-ass
TV.
TV.
Yeah, the big ass TV and the VHS. I'm like, yes, it's that time of year. It's almost Christmas vacation.
I think that's my favorite version of A Christmas Carol.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm up at Christmas.
The reason I like this movie a lot, because like every time this movie's on, it signifies that the teachers are lazy. They don't want to do shit, so they're like, here
Movie
for the
time.
next 3 days, watch this before we get to Friday, and you're gone for the next 2 weeks. I'm like, see,
That was the most favorite time of the year for the teachers.
Yeah, they didn't plan anything. They're just like, fuck it.
right? Their agenda is zero.
I was going to sit here and read my romance novel with Fabio on it. You guys can watch
Let's
Jingle All the Way.
hypnotize these fucking morons for 2 hours.
All right, lastly.
Lastly, a new or recent one is Love Actually.
Nice.
Yes. Good
A
one.
little bit of everything, and it's just all around hilarious. So I thought it was pretty funny.
I haven't seen that movie.
I queued it up.
Ah,
on my
it's really
Netflix
good.
account. Yeah, I got shamed for that.
I know. I heard that
really?
episode. I was like-
There's
I
a
was
lot of
like-
hot chicks in that movie, so you'll enjoy it.
I was
Yes.
like, I heard Chris admit it, and then everyone got on him, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's on my Netflix queue, so hey, hang tight.
It's all
I'll
good.
watch
It's all
it.
good, dude.
I'll
It's good.
get
It's a
there.
culmination of like 5 or 6 different stories. And,
Yeah, definitely,
They're all
definitely.
like, a happy story that, Christmas.
Well, plus it's the
spirit
first
and-
time Liam Neeson doesn't kill anybody.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm out.
I mean, his wife is dead in the movie, so
Oh.
we don't know what happened to her.
Could have been.
Could have been questionable.
But he is saving his son though. He's trying to help his
Oh,
son
shit.
get some booty. So it's cool.
taken. They're gonna take you. But it's Christmas.
So keep your kid.
I love
My gift to
Liam
you.
Neeson.
Banana.
I have a special set of skills. I can rap.
Decorating skills.
He's like, I'll find you. Throw another grenade, and I'll find you.
Banana.
That's a good list, man.
What do you got, Eddie?
Okay, so I got Jingle All the Way because I love
Nice.
I love that
All
movie
right.
so much.
All
I
That's
right.
on
think
my, that's on my list.
at one point we may or may not have been stealing cable and had like free pay-per-view, and so we watched Jingle All the Way like a billion times. And I love Turbo Man. I
You
just
love
that
Sinbad?
movie. Sinbad was great in it. He's crazy. And Gremlins. Gremlins is my second movie.
Ah, good one.
Classic.
It's a great gift to give anyone. It's
best
dad. Don't feed them chicken after midnight or anything or water. It's cool. I think I do like Gremlins 2
Yeah.
more just because it's. I mean, it's not a better movie probably, but it's ridiculous and it has everything in it. So, but still, Gremlins. Yeah, I was gonna change it up to the Muppet Christmas, but then you said it, so I was like, all right,
my
I'll just
bad.
stick with.
My
No, I
bad.
mean, and then of course, the greatest Christmas movie of all time. And
I know
I'll
where you're
fight
going.
anyone.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Knew
Yeah.
it. I knew it. I'm gonna give you half five for that one.
Yeah, I'm really tired of people saying that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie.
It's like,
Like,
yeah,
Sure is.
shut up.
it
Like,
takes place
just-
during
it
Christmas.
takes place
Like the whole
on
thing.
Christmas Eve.
They're having a Christmas party.
Yes.
On Christmas Eve. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
It ends with
Christmas
Let It Snow,
references
man.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's people
all
in Santa
throughout the
hats
movie.
and ho-ho-hos.
Yeah, people getting shot in ugly
literally,
sweaters.
he like kills them and then he puts the whole like the
Ho, ho,
fucking
ho, now I
Christmas
have a
tree-
machine gun.
Yeah, exactly.
I showed it to my wife for the very first time I watched it with her, and as soon as it ended, I'm like, and that's how John McClane saved Christmas. That's exactly how it ended it.
Yes.
Oh my god, that'd be so awesome, dude, to your kids.
Oh,
So this is
yeah.
how John McClane saved Christmas for you kids
Yep.
now. Hope you
He
enjoy
wore
it.
no shoes the entire time. It's amazing.
He's the hero.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay.
That's the only time you can say the F word, Nate. If you're quoting John
If you're,
McClane.
only if you're quoting.
As long as you're saying that line. That's
All
his
right,
Christmas
Felix, what do you
present
got?
once a year.
Okay, so if we're doing top three, so first one I would say Elf is definitely one of my favorites.
Well
And-
played.
Santa, I know him.
No, you don't like Will Ferrell, Adam, but I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna.
I'm sorry, dude. Like,
The look on Adam's face.
He really fully commits to being a giant man baby.
Oh my God,
and
he's
it's
so good.
just so perfect. It really captures the
Dude,
spirit of
the
Christmas.
scene where he's showering with that little.
Everything about it, dude. It's just like it captures the innocence of Christmas, like to the end. Like everybody just fucking sings songs just to raise that Christmas spirit, man. That's what's important, you know. Like the most fictional parts of the holiday, it doesn't matter. Just I can just embrace it.
That was
Just have
actually my
fun with
first
it,
time
you know?
ever seeing Peter Dinklage. I was like,
Oh, he's an angry elf.
oh, he was
Angry elf.
It's so good, man. There's so many great things about it, but I love it. We watch it every year. That's definitely one of them. Number two, I would say, is definitely National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
It's just
Yes.
like the perfect, most awful Christmas movie ever because this poor man just wants to do the best for his family and just nothing works, whether it comes to lighting up the house or just his Christmas bonus instead of getting the Jelly of the Month club. There's just so many things that just go wrong, but like he just endures and he still has a loving family just standing by him, you know, no matter what happens. And I love it. Doesn't matter if the turkey's too dry, like that family just sticks together. I love it. I have so many fond memories of watching that movie every year. It's so great. And then I'm going to cheat. I'm sorry. I can't pick between Home Alone 1 and 2. I really
Okay,
go back
fair
and
enough,
forth between
fair
these
enough.
movies every single year because I love so many things about both of these movies. Like the first movie is just, it's a classic. I mean, I'm sorry. It may not be as relatable to younger kids nowadays because this kid has no
Didn't have
phone,
a cell phone.
no TV, no nothing.
Right,
and he
no
makes the best
internet,
of all his
no-
time. He goes and shops for groceries by himself and like he's a very responsible Home Alone kid. It's
Yep.
crazy.
Kind
Uh,
of. I mean,
kind of.
at the beginning he wasn't.
Yeah, look, I mean, whatever. But like, yeah, it's a great, fun holiday movie. And in Home Alone 2, it's like just the scene of every kid wanted that. Every kid wanted his own limo with his own personal pizza and going around to every toy store and everywhere. Like, it's
Also-
the greatest
Yep.
thing.
The worst parents of all time. Right.
All
Yeah.
time.
Well, I think
All
hear me out. I think they need to combine it now. So it's Home Alone and Taken. So it's his parents and Liam Neeson try to just look for the kids in general.
Like Liam Neeson's in Moscow like, while Kevin's back home. Oh, my God.
What do we do with Kevin?
Kevin outsmarted him.
Oh, yeah, that's so great. But yeah, I love all these movies. I got plenty of honorable mentions, but I would say it's my top 3.5.
Nice.
I guess.
Nice.
All right,
Excellent.
Hoover, hit us.
All right,
Hit us
nice.
what you got.
All right, so obviously, Die Hard is
Die
number
Hard.
one. Best.
It's always
best
the best.
holiday. All right, and then Felix just mentioned it, Home Alone.
Home
This is
Alone.
classic.
I
It's
always
got all
love
those, you know,
Yeah.
feels to it.
Well,
and-
plus the shenanigans,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
and then one that you guys actually didn't mention was the Santa Claus with Tim
Oh
Allen.
my god,
Yes.
I do love those.
Yeah.
Honorable
That
mention
is-
right there.
that
That was a good
Yeah,
one.
that was his first actual movie. So yeah, and he accidentally kills Santa Claus. They have to take over. They go to the North Pole. He takes his son. He's got all these little cute elves, and they take him around North Pole. It's like super classic.
Yeah, it had,
holiday
and it
feel
had
to
its
it,
all
so.
like its own explanations for everything. It was good.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah,
tinsel.
that's great.
everything
The
was-
comedy
I
when
love
he's
that
first putting on, you know, the weight and the hair is
Oh,
growing
yeah.
and he just
Yeah, the hair's growing.
Yeah.
movie. What is this?
So
Stung by bees, Calvin.
Yeah,
It
very
was a
good
big
movie.
bee.
Oh, that's
And then I guess my honorable mention was Jingle All the Way because
Yeah,
Turbo
yes,
Man
Turbo Man.
was awesome. Yeah.
my Nightmare Before Christmas. Mine. I like that.
See,
movie.
I could argue that one.
I
Though,
mean, it's
as a
Halloween.
movie.
It's both.
That's both.
It's both.
Is it? Is it
Well,
really?
It's
yes,
both.
It's
he's
Halloween.
Just 'cause
trying-
it has
he's-
Christmas in the title.
He's trying to have his own version of Christmas. It's just that he's from Halloween
But
Town,
he's
and
a
it doesn't work
skeleton.
out that way.
It's
He
complete
does
story.
deliver
It's deep.
things to children. They just are
That's
terrifying.
Start
True.
normal. They did a little bit
Nightmares.
different.
I know I'm in the minority, but I'm not a huge fan of that movie.
You know,
I don't
I'm
like
not
it
a
as much
huge
as
fan either.
as an adult because of all the singing. I'm not a very
Yeah.
like into musicals much, and turns out a
It's
lot of
different.
Disney movies are like that.
Yeah, because the last time I saw it, I forgot. Like, it very is heavily a musical. Like every 2 minutes there's a song, but it's still great. So it's just whether or not that's your taste. You
Yeah.
know?
What's this? What's this? Yeah.
It's a great song.
It's not something I have to watch every Halloween, but
Yeah,
it's still a good
yeah,
movie.
every once in a while I watch it.
Hey, so what about like outside of movies, Christmas specials? Does any one in particular stand out to you guys?
Star Wars.
Oh my god. This
Just
guy.
because of how bad it is.
Or Grandpa Chewie's like watching the VR porn?
Han Solo. Hey, that was a Christmas special.
That's a real
that
thing. I didn't make that up.
had Harrison Ford from the movie show up. So I
I-
mean, it's kind of crazy.
He's never looked so reluctant about filming anything ever in his
No
life.
one in everyone in that thing was like, "What is going on? Why are we here?"
You brought it up. What
I'm
did
fucking
you have in
Indiana
mind?
Jones, yo.
Oh, I was thinking of the Charlie Brown Christmas special. That's like my
Okay.
all-time favorite. Just like the sad little
Oh.
tree. I mean, like that's just a classic, man.
It
Like,
is always on, that's for sure.
Yeah, that I can mention the classic
The
4,
Grinch.
like stop animation
The
ones
Grinch,
with
Frosty
Frosty
the
the
Snowman,
Snowman
Frosty.
and all that.
I do like
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's The Grinch too.
Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Mm.
Yeah,
Anybody
that
see the
was
new
him.
one?
I haven't seen it.
No, not yet. With Benedict.
I heard it's
Cumberbatch.
Benedict.
No.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be decent. I think I heard good things about it. Anybody?
I haven't heard anything about it.
I heard it was good, but it's from a mom with her kids, so
All I know is the classic Grinch. That's all I get stuck in my head.
I like the
Jim Carrey.
classic Christmas Carol, like the all English cast. It's from like 1960s, 1970s. It's really good, man. The way they filmed it, the way they had the was the second or third ghost. That's really the second ghost, the really huge guy. Like they were filmed the dynamics, like with his big gingery beard. Like it was just really really good. I remember watching it on PBS, like as a
I
kid.
feel like I do remember that kind of.
Right, the English
Very
one.
slight.
I kind of remember.
Yeah,
At home, I totally forgot.
I've seen so many Christmas carols, dude. It's hard to remember.
yeah.
I remember there's one with Jean-Luc Picard too, when he was the angry old guy.
Ebenezer
He was
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Scrooge. Yeah, but then speaking of Scrooge, Disney with Scrooge being Scrooge was good too. That Christmas Carol, the Disney Christmas Carol.
The Ducks.
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck?
I do
Yeah,
remember
Scrooge
that one.
McDuck.
That one was
Oh,
really
yeah.
good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was like the first version of the Christmas Carol I saw, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember seeing that in kindergarten during Christmas time. I'm like,
I do kind of
what's
remember
this?
that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was good.
Totally.
Yeah.
Kind of weird that the ducks
I just
were
lo-
eating ducks or the mouse.
I just love that they're using a lot of the Jim Carrey Grinch things and memes now around Christmas. But what will I wear?
That was hella Christopher
I-
Walken's.
I won't go.
All right, we'll get to some more Christmas stuff next week.
Yes.
Actually,
Is that our Christmas episode?
that is, I believe, on Christmas when it comes out. So,
Ah, snap.
yeah, there you go.
But for now, Kanye's holiday quiz.
Well,
Actually, got one more thing.
Oh,
That's
yo,
a kind of important.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like the best thing that happened this week.
we all saw a little movie, didn't
Other-
we?
you know,
What?
yeah.
We all agreed on it? What?
Wait.
We all made it out to see the same movie, which doesn't happen a whole lot.
No.
But this one was different. It was
It's very important to all
Spider-Man
of us nerdy
Into
people.
the Spiderverse.
man.
It was
So
amazing. The audio and visuals were
It was
just like
the ultimate
in your face the whole
Spider-Man
time.
movie.
You might
Well
even
played,
say it
Eddie.
was spectacular.
The ultimate. I see. I see. What you did
Was it
there.
amazing?
He already said it.
Oh,
It was
Yeah,
almost
come on,
sensational.
There you go.
It was fucking
It
awesome.
was spectacular. Okay.
There you go.
Jeez.
So I think we all agree this was an MCU movie, but it had like all of the heart of a Pixar animated movie, but and on the same level as anything they put out so far. What'd you guys think? This was more of a Miles Morales
it was
type
nuts.
of thing, right?
Like I enjoyed the diverse cast, but the one thing that really stuck out to me was his situation of Uncle Ben was way more harsh, like way more. The fact that he had to carry his own.
You talk about
uncle.
Miles.
Yeah, for Miles, like the way he had to carry his uncle into this, like, oh man, that really sucked. That really sucked so bad.
Well,
And
they all
then-
have a moment, where they're
Everyone
going to
did.
choose to push forward and be the hero, or they're going to slink away and not do anything about it. So
Every
Yeah.
Spider-Man always gets up.
that's right.
That's what they say in the
The-
movie.
the leap of
I
faith.
mean, man, that movie's so
They had a
Oh,
really
sorry.
cool intro to each Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse. They had a little break the fourth
Yeah,
wall,
oh,
tell
yeah,
you
yeah.
a little bit about them, how long they've been
Oh,
Spider-Man.
that dance! Oh my
Uh,
god, the dance sequence.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
god,
killed
he's
me.
like, I did
They
this.
brought back the Spider-Man 3 dance
Oh my God,
with
that
the
fucking
stamps.
killed me,
and
yeah.
That was pretty funny.
in the suit though,
Yes.
which made it even more
Right,
ridiculous.
It was so great. It was so great. Oh my god, I can't. It's,
That-
it's
that's
so
a thing
much.
that happened.
So much in that movie to even start. I don't know where to start, man.
Well, let's start with Miles Morales.
Why don't we start with
Obviously.
scores? Because we all loved it, but what would you give it? So that
Oh shit!
because I think I'm giving it a 10 because I
Wow.
fucking love this
Put a
movie.
10 out of 10.
I always say Spider-Man 2 with Tobey is my favorite Spider-Man. This other Spider-Man that just came out, Homecoming, was up there. Like there's just that one scene in Spider-Man 2, the train scene that puts it above all the other Spider-Mans for me. Which was in
Also
this-
mentioned.
Yeah,
right?
this one had
mentioned
it
in
too.
one. And I was just like, because that gives you the feels. That's like it's the Superman thing. That's the thing, sacrificing himself for everyone, right? And Homecoming, it's like different. He's just starting out. He's
He's not a seasoned Spider-Man there.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's up there. It's my second favorite Spider-Man. But this one's like right there. I don't know which one I would pick between, it's just so fucking good. It made me cry multiple times. I love this movie. What did you give it?
I would give it I'm gonna go with 9.5. It's a 6 star rating, 9.5. I can't do a 10 yet.
Then you gotta tell us what you're taking off half point for.
Yeah, what was it, writing? Art style?
Damn it.
It's the fucking mech girl, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. I just can't give it a full 10 yet. I just
remember, a 10 doesn't mean perfect. It just means
fantastic.
It's a masterpiece.
No, I'm going 9.5. What about you, Gagne? What score would you give it?
Scoring?
9. It was just so much fun. It's really cool to see that the scriptwriters had the freedom to write in those jokes that you could poke fun at, like, oh, this is what we've done with it in the past, and here's what we're doing with it now. The artwork was just beautiful. It had a great story. Phil Lord, the guy who wrote part of the script, was the guy who did the Lego movie. So it's just, he writes good scripts that are fun and have pop culture references, and this was so cool. I mean, I got like almost not you get that edge of the seat feeling like when he gets to like the climax of a film. So like when Miles finally gets his suit and like goes and does battle with them, I was so into it. It really did like get you emotional, and that takes a lot sometimes with a cartoon to do that, and it's pretty fucking cool how they did it. So the soundtrack was cool. It's up there with my top ones too, Eddie. I think I'm on the same page. Probably Spider-Man 2. I really liked Homecoming, and so this is kind of like right there with it. But it was it's gonna take another watch for sure. Like I loved it.
I wanna go back and read his comics. I think that's always like the best compliments to these types of movies, where you're like, oh well, even though I just saw his origin story and they make fun of repeating Spider-Man's origin story throughout the movie, I still want to go.
Let's do this one more time.
Yeah, I know. Fucking made me laugh every time.
But that's such a great thing.
What'd you think?
It makes you want to like go in.
Yeah, I want to go
like all these characters. That's what should the movies be for? Does it make you want to be more interested in these characters? So yeah, that being said, I mean, I'm really taken into what you just said, and like I'm having such a hard time thinking about what I didn't like about the movie. I really loved it so much. I just don't believe in a perfect score. So
that's the thing is, that's what I'm saying. I don't think a 10. I think it's just a masterpiece in that thing. A 10. Like, Red Dead Redemption could be a 10 for someone, but there's definitely issues with that fucking game.
Yeah,
same thing with God of War. I think God of War is a 10, but there's issues with that game.
Yeah.
And I think there's issues with this. Like, I think they
small nitpicky
Spider
issues.
Pig.
Though,
And
you could try to dig for mistakes, but like that's the thing about it though, is that's a testament of it, is like you have to go looking for something wrong about the movie, because I had such a good time. Like, that being said, I want to give it I want to break my own fucking score, like 9.8. I'm gonna go up there. Like, it's so damn close.
9.8.
Like, I really had such a good time. Like, you ever just walk out of a movie and just be in such a good mood? Like,
yeah,
it was
that
just
movie.
so much fun. Like, I just enjoyed every part about it. Like, the humor was good, the writing was good, all the characters were good. The soundtrack was phenomenal, and like, you guys know me as a rock guy, and like, I like some hip hop here and there, but like, as I was watching, I'm like, God, I'm so into this right now.
Yeah, it totally works.
And it's so synchronized with the action beats of the movie. Like, there's certain things that happen that it just accents little moments. It just like, that's so good. It gives you chills so many times. And
old Peter Parker, like, you can understand, like, he's tired of being Spider-Man, basically. He's like, I've done this. And he's like, I just call it goober. Like, that thing was fucking cracking me up. I call people goobers, so of course my girlfriend's laughing every single time he calls the thing a goober. She just laughs. I'm like, yeah, he's fucking tired of it. He's like, yeah, he's out of shape, Spider-Man, because he's been doing it for 20-something years.
He's supposed to be like
right?
38.
Yeah, he's like, he's fucking, he's done.
In
he's
the
like,
sweatpants.
Divorced. He's just
that was like my favorite thing. Yeah, like when
he
they're
was close to being like, just done.
Yeah, he's in the vent and he's like, this is where he says this is blah blah blah. And he
says exactly. Like, I've been there, done that. Right?
I remember commenting, like, when I first saw like this version of Spider-Man, like on Jake Johnson. I'm like, I don't know if I really like that design necessarily. Like, why is he a fat homeless guy? But
I was ready for it.
Seeing it in the context of the film, like, oh, it makes so much sense. It works so well, and like, I love Jake Johnson's delivery. He's just so jaded, but like, when he turns on to serious moments, like,
he still has the charm though.
And like, it captures everything that I love about Spider-Man. It captures all that heart, like, when just the worst moments are happening to you, like, you persevere and you come out on top. And it's so great. It's such great storytelling. All the characters are good. Like every character is phenomenal. Like Nick Cage as Spider-Man Noir. I got to mention this real quick.
So good.
It's just so awesome. Like sometimes I'll add a match just to let it burn down so I can feel something. Like that's hilarious. I fucking love that so much.
I fucking was dying.
It's so good, dude. Like everything about all these side characters were just so well
With
written.
the Rubik's Cube. Is this red?
Is this red? No.
Is it purple?
Is this blue? No.
Or he's like, in my free time, I like to drink cream shakes.
Where's that wind coming from? We're in a basement. It's like wherever I go, it all falls.
What did he call? What did he insult him with? The 1930s insult? You turtle shell,
Yeah.
whatever. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god.
I was like, we don't pick the ballroom, we just dance.
Just great one-liners. Right?
Everything about it was so good, man. Like I
And
can't wait to see this again.
Did anyone notice that every time one of the Spider-Men surprise attacked Miles, it was the exact same attack for all of them? Leg sweep, grab, every single time. I fucking cracked
That's why
me
he had
up.
to use that at the end. He learned.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll give it a 9 as well, man. I thought it was fantastic. They're actually trying to patent the art style of this movie now.
Oh, really?
Can you believe that? Yeah,
What?
It was just so,
it was
like,
dope. It was.
Yeah, it was really
Nice.
good.
I love when he's having his moment of panic and he's like, "It's puberty." It's like everything. It's like, why are you sweating so much? It's puberty. I mean, I'm not going to it right now. I've gone through it, but
I'm a man.
Or when he's holding her hair and he's trying to move, it's
Oh
like,
my God.
I have an idea.
I'm gonna pull really hard. No, that sounds like a bad idea.
I really liked Aunt May in this one. She
Oh,
was,
yeah.
Man, she was so gangster.
She was Alfred.
She was
She
almost
She's
like Alfred.
Dadford, yeah,
Alfred.
totally.
He had like a
Dadford, yeah.
spider cave with all his suits
Dude,
in there.
that
That
was
was
so sick.
awesome. And
She's just waiting.
yeah, she was basically the techie behind the scenes guy.
Miles
for
is
Spider-Man.
definitely one of the dopest Spider-Mans because he's in his suit, but he's still wearing the Nikes, yo. Let's go.
That was so cool, yeah.
I was like, yes, this
I
is
liked,
my
I
Spider-Man.
liked how he did the spray paint of the
yeah.
suit.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of tied in his art side and how he was tagging things earlier on in
And
the
I
film.
like that he has different powers. I didn't know that he had different powers. Peter Parker's my only Spider-Man.
Sure.
I didn't even like Spider-Gwen. Everyone's like, oh, Spider-Gwen.
Which they called her
It's like,
Spider-Woman in this movie.
Spider-Woman.
I was
But
like,
she-
they
she
tried so
calls- they
hard
did
to like
both.
not call her that in
they did.
the comics.
I mean, oh, really? Oh, okay,
They
yeah.
tried so hard to give her a different moniker than
Yeah.
Spider-Woman, and then
Oh, is
just
that
to
how it
have them
worked
to kind of like call them.
So is it more like a fan dub that they call her Spider-Gwen instead of it being written?
Kind of, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now it's
She actually was supposed to be
Spider-Gwen.
it's supposed to be like Ghost Spider or Spider Ghost or something like
Mm,
that. I don't know. It was
kinda
they were trying to
defeats the
stay away
purpose
from
of
Spider-Woman.
hiding your
Right.
identity.
So that's
if
a
you
totally
have your
different
name
character,
in it.
Spider-Woman,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
a totally different story.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Don't they have a Spider-Woman
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
It's
Spider-Man?
like Jessica
this
Drew,
is-
I think is her name,
Mhm.
something like that. A totally different character,
different.
not related to Peter Parker.
I just
And
and I
not Gwen
love
Stacy.
I love the design of the Spider-Man, like the all the just the art was just
Yeah.
it was just
The
so
art's
fucking
amazing.
good.
It's unlike anything I'd ever seen before as far as animation
It's
goes.
mine.
It
Oh,
was
definitely.
so
This
amazing
is brand new
look
to the
at.
game. I know this weekend it's going to crush it for sure, bros.
I like
I'm
their
just
take on the
afraid, like,
baddies, too. That was a lot of fun.
I was just about to bring them up.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kingpin. He was like 7 people in one.
Right? Just this
He
big
reminded me of
brick.
what's his face from Despicable Me. What the hell is
Groot?
Groot? Is that his
That
name?
was
a
Robert De
little bit.
Niro, right?
No,
No, that was Liev
Steve
Schreiber.
Carell.
Liev Schreiber.
Oh,
Liv
okay.
Schreiber.
Oh, yeah.
Kingpin
For
was
this one,
Liev
yeah.
Schreiber.
Yeah.
Groot was Steve Carell, yeah. But his posture, that's just kind of reminded me of.
Just
but,
a big fucking hulking brick
big
of a
hulking
man. Yeah.
square, literally a big
It was,
square of a
yeah.
dude.
And then they had the female Doc Ock, which I liked.
Yeah,
a
that
lot.
was
was
dope.
a really
That was
cool
dope
twist,
when it
you
came
know?
out. And it's like,
Yeah.
Like as soon as they said Octavius, I was like, and then
wait,
the
what?
arms came out.
dude, I love that. Was one of my favorite little scenes. Was when he's
Being
doing the
cheesy?
plan. Well,
Leaning
he's
over?
doing the plan. He's going over the plan. He's like, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna sneak in, and I'm gonna steal the information from the scientist. And it's a guy sitting there, and the woman walks by. He goes, No, it's her. That's the lead. He goes, Oh, I have to reassess my sexist
Approach or whatever.
whatever, you know. And I'm like, ah.
I love when Miles is trying to run out with the computer too, and then like Peter just stops him and grabs the monitor. He's like, "You don't need that."
Oh,
He's like, takes the whole hard drive.
Good news. We don't need the
You don't need
monitor.
the monitor.
Or his plan was also grab a bagel.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. That was the thing, was when they all start shooting at him and shit. He's like, he stole a bagel.
He's like, here, Miles, hold my bagel. And he's like running with the hard drive.
It's
Oh.
very cleverly written, and you get away
Oh,
with a
it
lot of
is,
stuff in the
yeah.
animated side that you can't really get away with in a live action
Oh,
film.
definitely.
Like they, what's the
Definitely.
little the Spider-Man 2 scene? Is it the 2 scene? Yeah, it's the 2 scene where he chucks the taxi at him in the
Oh, in the
restaurant, and
restaurant?
instead of dodging it or grabbing her and dodging
And
it,
he
he
just
turns around and just
punches
punches the car.
it.
I was like, yeah, that's exactly. Let's do
A lot of cool references to the other Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, that was
Definitely,
dope.
definitely.
Oh, so good.
So hopefully it's all continuity,
Fucking
dude.
good. The only
It's
I
good.
did like I love that they had an anime character in it, but they took like the most like typical kind of like my girlfriend started laughing because she likes to make fun of me, and I'm like, ugh, like they couldn't have had like a badass ninja spider chick or something, you know, like.
Yeah, she was only in it for 5 minutes.
But still.
That's what one of the things I could probably tick off of this movie was there wasn't enough time for the other Spider-Man.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
It was more of just a Miles origin story movie.
Yeah.
Less
But I
about
mean-
the Spider-Verse.
I didn't want to know more about Spider Pig or, I mean,
Spider
they were
Ham.
jokes to me.
I feel like that was enough to have them in there because like they're sort of one-off characters either way though. They haven't exactly have like long going runs and all that. So like it's enough to
reason-
get me interested and like, you know, get into it and like now I want to go check them out.
They gave him a good origin story. They threw in Father Peter, Dad Man. I don't know where can we go with it? Spider Dad.
His cop dad was good too, by the way.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's
Maybe
just
okay.
You gotta say it, Miles.
Cried like 5 times in this movie, like just bawling. Stanley.
The
Crush me.
Stanley cameo was
Oh my
good.
God.
Best Stanley
Yeah.
cameo ever.
Yeah.
Rest in
It-
peace, Stanley.
Because
I
that's
got a
his
little
officially
cameo.
last role. That was
Yeah.
his official last role.
Well, he still has. They filmed the cameo for Endgame.
Endgame.
as
Well,
of now.
no, I know that, but like they filmed this part like just a couple weeks
This is
before
like
he
his
passed.
last actual
Audio.
lines
Yeah.
that he
So his
read.
last
Yeah.
It
actual-
sounded like it too. Like as I was hearing it, like as because he says the lines like it was like, oh yeah, it's like we were friends before. I'm gonna miss him. And it's just like as he says that, like oh, it's like
It
you
hurts.
see
It
him,
hurts.
And then Miles asked about like the mask, and like if it doesn't fit, can I return? It's like I was like it always
It'll fit
fits.
eventually.
And
You'll
it's
grow
like-
into
like,
it.
I was like, oh my god, that
Like
just
I
kills
was
so
telling
much.
you guys, like I didn't cry when he died in real life because I was like, yeah, he's almost 100. But when
It's when you see him.
when I saw him
Yeah.
there and talking to our new Spider-Man, fucking started. I was just like, oh, like, and the girlfriend was crying too, and she's not like a comic book nerd or anything like that.
Yeah, see, that's how significant it was.
And like the first, I loved Spider-Man was Spider-Man, like the ultimate Spider-Man, Chris Pine,
Pine.
Yeah.
was still Spider-Man, Peter
Yeah.
Parker to the end.
Yeah, that was pretty
Like,
quick.
just
Coughing.
sitting there, he's like, no, this is good. We're good. He's like, and he starts coughing. Oh, the coughing's probably a bad sign, but like, we're good. like, such a fucking good movie.
Yeah, and there was Green Goblin for a minute there.
Green Goblin, the
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
Oh,
Ultimate form.
We
I
also
liked
had Scorpion.
Scorpion,
Oh,
Spanish
Spanish
Scorpion.
speaking Scorpion.
We
That
had
was
Tombstone,
interesting.
Tombstone, yeah.
And Prowler.
Yeah.
Prowler, obviously.
I didn't know who he was.
I didn't either.
He's Donald Glover. He played that character in Spider-Man: Homecoming. That's Aaron.
Oh shit.
I forget
Well,
the
yeah,
last name,
the uncle. Yeah, I just didn't know that
yeah,
he was a
so-
bad guy. Like I never heard the
yeah, he's
Prowler.
like a street level villain. Like they made him
Okay.
like much more like tech enhanced in this
Yeah.
one that I was familiar with. But
He's
that's
basically like a black cat. You know,
yeah, he's like a street level crook.
yeah,
kind
Okay.
of type of
kind of a
character.
thief.
Mhm.
And
So they did a really good job handling this character because like I'd never been that interested in the character before until I saw this movie, and then that was Marshall Ali playing him. Like,
Right.
wow,
Yeah.
the fact that you got that actor to play him, that's amazing, and he was so good.
he
at
should
it.
just be in
Who
everything.
was the dad?
Right.
'Cause I
Um,
his voice,
I have to
but
look
I'll
him
look
up.
I did recognize him. I'm sorry, I'll look him up.
Well, I was gonna say that door scene. Oh my god!
I was like,
So much
that was another
emotions
scene
right
where,
there.
Like, I had to be like one of the few people crying because I was like,
Well, he's trying to give him like a little, dad moment.
It is,
Trying to
it's
teach him a
100%.
lesson, and
he can't,
talk
he
to
can't
his
reply
kid.
to him, and so his dad doesn't know. His dad thinks
Thinks he's
mad at
ignoring him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah.
sitting there and I'm just crushed. I'm like, devastated.
another
Love me when you get older.
another
That's all.
moment. Another moment that really tugged my heart too was when he was like, "Yes, great to work with you.
Oh yeah.
Love you." Like his dad was confused.
He just ran up and hugged him. I was like, yes, he's gonna tell him who he is, but he didn't. But he
Kinda did,
kinda
yeah.
like.
The
Come on,
dad
you're
is-
a cop.
So I got that. It's Brian Tyree Henry. Most notable things: he was on Atlanta. He's been on This Is Us. Never seen it. And he was
Oh
in,
yeah, Brian Tyree Henry. Okay,
and
I
he's in
remember.
Hotel Artemis.
Yes.
How do I know? I feel like I know
I'm
his
really not
voice.
too familiar with a lot of his work, honestly.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I thought he sounded very familiar too. But,
Yeah.
but I guess I don't know him. Anyways,
All right,
So-
favorite character from this movie. Go.
everyone, because like I can't choose right now, man. I just enjoyed them all. Seriously,
I just love
Spidey
other
Noir.
Miles.
interaction.
I really do love
Spidey Noir.
Miles.
Spidey Noir, just for
Miles.
the, just for the
I mean,
one-liners.
he's hilarious, but I mean, I love Miles and
I
old
guess.
Peter.
Okay, I'll go with Peter B. Parker. There you go.
Sweatpants Parker.
Yes.
That
What about
was
you,
hilarious.
Probably Nick Cage. Spider Noir was just awesome.
He just had the over the top one.
I haven't wanted to do cosplay until I saw that character and I was like, oh, that would be
Nice. That'd be so
awesome.
dope.
Dope, dude.
Yes.
I do love that scene where she pokes his belly. She's like a little fat, and she's like must have been through the transference. He's like, yep. That's exactly what happened.
Or when he's like reading the plan because he saw MJ, he's like, "What?" And he's pushing the cart.
Oh my
the wrong
god,
way.
that was hilarious. He's like, I could do better. I can bring you.
Someone should have given you more
bread.
bread.
Yeah, more bread.
I should fill the room with bread for you.
I did love when Gwen was. He's like, I love the hair. She's like, you're not allowed to like the hair.
Oh man! All right, so if we haven't spoiled enough of this movie for you,
man.
please go see it.
Go
It's
see it.
awesome.
It's
Oh,
so good.
who's your favorite character?
Probably Aunt May, man. She was pretty hilarious.
She was dope, right?
yeah.
She's like holding a cup of tea, just waiting.
Yeah, she was totally.
Take it outside.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
That was good.
So go check it out. It's gonna make a ton of money.
Yes,
It's already
please.
got 2 sequels on the
hope so.
line.
Oh shit! It does.
Oh, we gotta mention the after the credits scene.
Yes. Oh my
Wait,
god.
I have to say that he's invisible. He can turn invisible.
He
Not-
can't.
He
not
can't do it on
command.
command. He can shock people. Not on command.
So the end credit scene. Obviously, they have a little tribute to Stan Lee
And Steve
Steve
Ditko.
Ditko.
Yes.
Let's not forget that. But then they go into your character of the day, Spider-Man 2099.
Miguel O'Hara.
The
Yeah.
meme.
That was so crazy.
And they're like putting together this little techie watch thing that teleports them in time, and the voice says, "Where would you like to go?" Right, and it teleports him into the Spider-Man cartoon, 1960s meme, and they just have this dialogue about pointing at each other, and it's just kind of
Why are you pointing at me?
It's rude to point. You were pointing at me first.
Was that J. Jonah
yes.
Jameson too with the like?
Oh,
which
it
one?
was,
I don't
too,
know
with
which
the
one
little
did
Hitler
it.
mustache.
Obviously, Spider-Man did it.
Obviously,
Spider-Man
Spider-Man pointed first.
it was a classic little funny line at the end.
Well, I was telling these guys, I didn't know that Spider-Man 29 was voiced by Oscar Isaac, which is pretty cool. I'm glad to see he's part of Spider-Man universe now too.
See, I want to see him get a little bit more fleshed out in the next one. That'd be great.
There you go.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
can have his own story easily.
Yeah.
I just wonder how the
easy.
next 2 sequels are going to go now, because this one's so successful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
could
no
be a
pressure.
Spider-Gwen.
What are they on pace for? Do you know?
It delivered $3.5 million Thursday night. So
Ooh, I'm
we'll see how
excited.
that,
That's good.
Plays out for the rest of the weekend.
Please
That's
do
good.
well.
Yeah,
So we
looks
get
pretty
more.
decent.
Hope so.
All right, go check it out, y'all. All right, last and not least, Gagne's holiday quiz.
This is gonna be so bad. I'm so bad at quizzes.
But
No,
it's
you're
going to be
not. You're so
movie quiz.
competitive.
It's
That's
movie-
what I'm
holiday
bad
movie
at.
quiz. Yeah.
If it was a
We
video
just
game quiz,
mentioned
I'm
all.
pretty good.
I threw some
It's gonna be all
softballs up to warm you guys up. So
I mean, it's all Die Hard, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
There,
My hair too.
there is a.
It's like part 1, but not as good.
Guys remember the old
all right, I
PlayStation
got,
game that had all 3 of those?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, that
Oh my
game
God.
is
That was
fucking
so
awesome.
I
great.
loved that game.
That game is
I remember
good.
that game.
It was crazy.
It was
so
3 in 1.
weird. It was 3 in 1,
Yeah.
and then they were like all 3 were different games. It was fucking weird,
Yeah,
but it worked.
Like Die Hard 1 was like a top action, like just shooter, and then like Die Hard 2 was like a light gun shooter, and then like Die Hard 3 was like a car like race
Yeah, it was
simulator and all
weird,
that.
dude.
Wow.
It was crazy. It was awesome.
I don't remember that
I
one.
might still have it.
Oh,
Dig that up.
yeah, dig that up. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, take that up.
All right,
All right,
who's keeping
Gagne.
score?
I'm down. I got it.
All righty. Well, here's your nice softball, slow pitch right now. What gift does Ralphie want in A Christmas Story?
Sam.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sam.
That
Sam.
was
Red
fuck.
Ryder BB gun.
There you go.
You're gonna hear a lot of fucks in the last 5 minutes of the show.
All right. What type of creature was Gizmo from Gremlins?
Sam.
Why did I want to say someone else's name?
What?
That was that.
Think
that
I
was
heard Sam?
Yeah, it was
I think
either
it was
Sam or
I
Felix.
think it was Sam.
That was Sam.
I
Alright.
almost said Chris.
Mogwai.
Yes, sir.
Mogwai. Good one.
What was the name of the building in Die Hard?
Felix.
Adam. Damn it.
Eddie.
I didn't
Wait,
say I
Felix.
didn't- what?
It's Felix.
I
isn't
didn't
it?
say anything.
That was Nakatomi Tower.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Give me the
Yeah.
confirmation.
Yeah.
It was?
All right. What song was Zoe Deschanel singing in the shower in Elf?
Felix.
Felix.
Fuck.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Yep.
How do you feel about that song?
I love it. I love that everyone's offended. And I was like, oh, rappers
so
sing about
confused by
eating
that.
ass. And I'm like,
why-
well, they're talking about eating ass consensually, so it's a little different.
This is an elf?
Yeah. She's
The
in the
fuck?
shower and like Will Ferrell's in there like, while she's in the shower.
It's like
and then
one of her
starts-
first movies.
Yeah. She's like singing the song. And
I think I've
everybody's
watched that
singing
movie
it.
one time.
I'm sorry.
Oh, do
We
yourself
watch
a
it every
favor
year.
and
We'd
watch
like
it
to join
again.
us.
So good.
No.
Okay, next one. I'm ready.
All right. So in the movie Just Friends, what happens that causes Ryan Reynolds and Anna Faris to end up in Jersey?
Sam?
Sam?
Flight delay.
No.
Oh, damn.
Ah,
You're on
Can't
the
remember.
right track with a plane, but
well,
Eddie? Blizzard?
nope.
Snowstorm? No. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Hail Mary, Felix. It was just like an emergency landing. I don't remember why.
It
but-
was yes, but
was she
that
drunk or?
no,
Oh,
Was it a bomb?
no.
We all
it was
failed.
a drunk thing, wasn't it?
Tell
She
us.
tries to rewarm food in the microwave and it had tinfoil, and so it catches fire, and they have to emergency. Yeah, they do have to do an emergency landing, but
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
shit.
The microwave in the plane?
they're
Yeah,
like,
there is.
you put tinfoil in the microwave. She's like, I'm what am I, the help? Am I supposed to remember that?
Yeah,
All
did I
right.
get that?
I don't know. We giving Felix point there?
What?
No,
No, he didn't name it
absolutely
right.
not. No,
No.
judges
Yeah,
say
specific.
it's
shit.
not the
Jesus.
specific reason we were looking for.
That was
I
like
was hoping for like
very
a
funny.
slight letdown, but like no, fuck that. Don't
Fuck
give
you.
him Jesus. Why would we do that?
You got 2. Get out of here.
You're in the lead.
Leave some
I'm trying to
points
win,
for
damn it.
us.
I'm in the win.
All right, what does Mrs. Weasley always give to everyone for Christmas?
Adam.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sweaters.
Yup.
Damn it.
Is that from Harry Potter?
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
No, the other
You know I
movie
haven't
that has
seen them all.
Mrs.
That's
Weasley in it.
The other
All right.
Weasleys.
In the in
Well, technically, there's Miss Weasley in Fantastic Fox. So
oh,
I never seen that movie, so
Nah.
it's
It's
not
also
a Christmas
I
not,
mean,
So
it's
fuck
also
you
not a
there.
Christmas.
not Harry Potter
Yeah.
levels of popular.
All right.
So fuck you.
In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, when it's time for grace, what does the aunt actually say instead of grace?
Oh,
I have no
Felix.
idea. Count me out.
Felix.
the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's right.
Yeah.
And she finishes with play ball. It's fucking amazing.
Damn flex. Damn flex. That's
That's a
good.
good pull.
good-
That's a good
good
pull. I
reach,
thought I
yeah.
was going to stump you guys there.
Oh shit, that was tough.
All right.
That hurt
What's
a
the
little.
first rule of the Code of Elves from Elf?
I was about to say
Oh,
we
shit.
don't talk about Fight Club. I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
going to know this
I'm
one.
sorry. Can you repeat the question?
What is the first rule of the Code of Elves from Elf?
Oh, I should know this.
If anybody should know this, it's you.
Yeah,
I
you
really
watch it
should
every
know
year.
this.
What the hell?
I do.
It's on your list.
I'm usually drunk by this point.
Wait, the Code of Elves isn't that like at the beginning
Shh,
when
don't
he's
judge
there?
me.
It
After the
is.
holiday party.
The first rule, don't be drunk. Because you failed. All right, what is it?
Eddie.
It's to treat every day like Christmas.
Ooh, nice. I like that.
That wasn't what
Yeah,
I was
you
gonna
weren't
say. I
going
was gonna
Couldn't have
say
guessed it
smile
right.
every some shit. I'll just make something up.
Smile like you mean it.
All right. Where did the McAllisters go on vacation in Home Alone?
Felix,
Yep.
Paris,
Yep.
France, to be specific.
Not Paris, the hotel casino that didn't exist at the time.
Hey, we live in a very specific time, so I gotta be careful about my words.
In the movie Scrooged, what did the ghost of Christmas present hit Bill Murray with?
Oh my god. This movie, why don't I know this?
Damn it.
Eddie,
Yep.
a bat?
Nope.
There's a guess.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sam.
Yeah.
Wild guess. Champagne bottle.
Nah.
Damn. Can't remember.
No one?
Uh,
No, I want to see Felix pull this. I want to see Felix pull this
Felix.
out.
a turkey drumstick.
No.
Yeah? No?
I mean, there was a pause there long enough that
I
you
know.
scared me.
I was
like,
trying to. I
really?
was trying to understand what he said. It was very
Oh, turkey
quiet.
drumstick. Sorry.
I don't know. What is it, guy?
It's a toaster.
Oh.
Oh, son of
Yeah,
a
I would've
bitch.
guessed
Not
that.
even close.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
A bat?
Yeah.
She's like unwrapping a present that's under the tree, and then she's like, "Oh, what is this?" And she turns around, and just fucking belts him with the toaster. She's like, "A toaster."
Nice.
I literally don't think I've seen that movie in like at least
it's one of
past
my
20 years.
favorites,
I don't remember anything
So good. It's
been a
much
while
about that
for
movie
me.
at all.
It's a comedy,
I
a
love
good
Bill Murray and everything.
updated version of A Christmas Carol. It's
Yeah,
the same
I just
story,
love Bill
just
Murray's in
with
it.
Bill Murray.
Yeah.
All right, finish this line from Batman Returns. You know mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it, but
Oh, shit. Adam,
yeah,
kiss can kill you.
you're close.
Oh, I know I'm missing a word, aren't I? Damn it!
You're on the right track.
It's
with
got
the
it's got to be a pun because
Yeah, it has to be fun.
it's Christopher Walken.
No,
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 is that that one?
it's
No, it's Nicole Kidman.
Oh,
it's
no, hold
Michelle
on.
I thought it was when
Pfeiffer.
he'd push
It's
it.
Michelle
Yeah,
Pfeiffer
Felix,
and they're
Yeah.
dancing and they're having the
I
conversation.
see the
yeah,
scene.
I know the scene.
Oh.
A scratch can kill you, Felix.
No,
Damn.
Yeah. Shit.
It's-
I feel like I was
but
very
I've-
close there. Can't quite put it
Kiss
Thing,
can-
claws, cats. I don't know, man.
all right, I'm giving it to you. But a kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it. Is
Yes.
That was very specific.
kind of
Yeah,
If you mean it.
That's hella intense for little
remember
kids
that.
watching that.
It's a good line.
it's a good line. I love Batman Returns.
It is a good
I
line.
love Batman Returns.
All right,
Keep people in there.
we'll finish on the wholesome note. Who gets what every time a bell rings in It's a Wonderful
Felix.
Life? Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah.
An angel gets his wings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure does.
And that's all
And
she
Felix
wrote.
will get the win.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
And that's with his getting docked a point for, not the full answer.
That was like the whole. But that was like the whole part of that joke. Like an emergency landing is.
Yeah.
That's not what it was. It was
Right.
specifically she.
the
was
microwave
an idiot.
catching on fire.
Yeah, she did something stupid.
we established that, yeah.
Specifically.
Judge-
You know what? If you would have said that it was because she was an idiot, I would have.
This is the girl
let
that
you have-
she ate toothpaste in that movie. Right? So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anything else before we finish up?
This is a long episode, but you know what?
No, I got to get back to the
Yeah.
theater to
I
go
had
see
a lot of
Spider-Man.
fun.
Let's go.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
right.
I am gonna watch
do
it
it.
again. I gotta
Me
see it
too.
again in theaters. It was so good.
Definitely glad to
Try
have
not to
Eddie
cry.
back with us.
Yeah.
Eddie.
It was
Thanks,
fun.
Edward.
Yeah.
I miss you
Thanks
guys.
for talking.
It's been great.
A lot of fucks were given in this
A
episode.
lot of
'cause
fucks.
you-
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm proud I didn't say fuck every time I didn't get my name out there for the.
We got a couple of his signature tirades too, so that was good. And a
BVS.
sneaky BVS jab, and
Yeah,
welcome
yeah.
back, Eddie.
I missed you guys.
Good times. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Catch us next week, episode 49. Almost the end of the
Christmas.
year. Yes, it'll be our Christmas
Christmas time.
episode.
It's late. Let's get out of here.
Yes. Agreed. Thanks for listening, guys. Catch us next week. Bye.
Peace out.